It's not, you're not carrying a toy. It's not for showing off to people. It's not to make you feel big and bad. I mean, it is a, you have a life-taking device strapped to the side of you. And if you don't respect it, respect the power that it has, you could easily get, someone, yourself hurt, someone you care about hurt, or the wrong person hurt. And that's going to come back on you. That decision that you make is going to come back on you. What's beyond that target. Can you de-escalate the situation when using your words? Can you get out of there, right? I mean, everyone. I've done this. I know I've done it. I'm sure a lot of people have, but you kind of daydream or think up like, well, hey, if I'm at a mall and someone comes in with a rifle and starts shooting people, I'm there with my family. Yeah, I might have my pistol on me, but I carry some other stuff in my car with me. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get my family out. I'm gonna run back in and try to take this guy down. Absolutely wrong. Your responsibility is yourself and your family to get them safe and keep them safe, not leave them. Be a good witness. So, mentally, if you're seeing this guy as you're trying to get your family to safety, mentally note, all physical features, what he's wearing, anything you can, be a good witness for law enforcement to come there and do what they're supposed to do. Guys with egos, luckily I don't think I have a very big ego. We all have egos, but I don't think mine's super big. But guys with bigger egos that may think they're hot shit, that's a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous thing to think that you can take on that situation. And those are the things. That's part of the mindset, right? Is what are you gonna do in that situation? No one. You can only answer that for yourself. I think this class kind of helped me understand that a little bit better and mentally prepared me a little bit more for it. So it was a great class. I mean, I'm sure I'm forgetting some things, but it was a great. I can't say enough about it. I learned a lot. I enjoyed it. It was fun getting to know some people from around the country. I met James at NRA 16 down in Louisville. I'm from Kentucky, so I went to that, and I told him that I was going to come down and take a class. I just needed to time and to save up a little bit, and I'm sure many people tell him that. So and I told him like, hey, I'm the guy from I'm sure one of the hundreds of thousands of guys that came up to you at NRA in Kentucky and said I'm going to take your class. Well, here I am. Well, I kept my promise to him, so I will be back. The instructors were awesome. Tim was funny. I'm a big Florida fan, so I wore Gator shit in Tennessee all weekend on purpose, and Tennessee's just I don't care what we do. We just gotta beat Tennessee every year. And Tim warned me if I ever wear a Gator shirt back in his presence, he'd rip it off of me. But that's because he's a Florida State fan. So, but no, Don was great. Jay was good. I primarily worked with Don and Tim. Just the way I was split up in groups, but all the instructors were great. Very very welcoming. Our class luckily was very safe. There weren't any issues. They didn't have to get on anyone. The last thing I'll kind of say to kind of wrap this up, but some of the gear that you kind of want to bring, I overpacked. I mean, they have a gear list on the on the website for the class, but I'll just kind of go over what I found helpful or what I brought and I didn't use. So obviously I brought my primary pistol, brought it back up. I think I brought 6 magazines with me. Of course, I pretty much only wear SOE belts. Had a good belt. Brought a soft-sided cooler just to bring to the range. Just drinks and things like that. Stay hydrated. The one thing I didn't have that I wish I would have was I have my holster is Green Force Tactical, and I also have a single mag carrier Kydex. I have 2 of them. and I wore those on my belt, thinking that would be good to keep my mags in. Well, some of the drills, you don't obviously you don't fire through all of them. You know, they'll instruct you to drop, reload, you know, simultate a misfire, and you know have to correct it. So I wish I had an actual like pouch, like a nylon pouch that held about 3 or 4 magazines on my side. SOE makes them. I just, you know, I'm just not going through the class and realize it would benefit to have one. Before I left town, I stopped back in the shop Sunday night. John was there, and luckily I was able to pick one up for the next time I take it. But if you don't have, you know, something that holds about, you know, 3 to 4 magazines on your side, I would recommend that, just because of how fast you'll kind of cycle through them. Everything to make sure to bring, especially, you know, water magazine. But I have a Glock. The bottom of the mag carriers can be hard to take off. Tactical Response sells the a Glock mag tool where it's like $15. It's super easy to snap it off. But because you're dropping your mags a lot on the ground, you definitely will want to clean them, you know, at the night of day one. It had rained previously to our class, so some of the ground was kind of squishy, so you had some mud and some dirt. So that tool definitely helped clean my mags a whole lot easier. As far as overpacking, I brought knee and elbow pads. Knee pads I used probably 2 or 3 times. I could have gotten away with it. The ground was soft. We weren't on rocks. Didn't really need elbow pads. I never wore them. I brought a Camelback, but again, you know, I went in March, so it wasn't super hot. I rarely used it. I mean, I kept it on the wood bench next to my ammo, and it was easy to get a quick drink of water when I was doing that. But you know, I didn't have it on my back or anything just for this class. So I think a cooler just would have been fine with some bottled water. Let's see, what else did I overpack on? I think those are the 2 big things. Where the Camelback, elbow pads I really didn't need. You know, my ear probe didn't run out of batteries. I brought spares, but didn't run out, so that was good. Yeah, so that's about it. So just to wrap it up, fighting pistol, awesome time, highly recommend it. You know, if I know they take the class around the country, so if you can't get to Camden, check and see if it's going to be in your area. I can't recommend it enough. Very proud to be, you know, an alumni, and definitely will be taking more classes. I think the fight's going to be my next one. I may try to do that in the fall or early next year, but I definitely will. My goal is to take fighting pistol at least once a year. I think that highly of the class, and just for me, I primarily carry a pistol. It's just going to help me get better at my craft and feel more comfortable with what I'm doing on that. It's going to help me retain. So I definitely will probably be taking that once a year just to kind of refresh. But definitely the fight's going to be my next one. And then beyond that, I haven't thought it out that far. But yeah, my goal is 2 to 3 classes a year. You know, time and funds allowing to do so. But I definitely will be back. And you know, James, guys, you know, Tactical Response, you're watching this. Thank you for everything. It was an awesome experience. You know, hopefully, not that you need the additional traffic, but hopefully someone's watching this that hasn't pulled, you know, that trigger to buy one of your classes, and they do. So, but anyway, guys, KY Gun Guy. Talk to you later.